Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm bringing you a podcast all about samurai. How much do you actually know about Japan's samurai culture? By the end of this episode, I think you'll have a deeper understanding of these legendary warriors. All right, let's get started.
You know, ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by samurai. I remember the first time I saw a picture of one in this old history book at the library. The armor was this deep black with golden details, and the helmet had these incredible horns that looked like something out of a fantasy story. But the thing is, samurai weren't just cool warriors with fancy armor. They were something much more complex. That's what hooked me. In the West, a lot of people think of samurai as just these sword-fighting heroes from movies. But when you start learning about their real history, you realize they were bound by a strict moral code called Bushido. Bushido means the way of the warrior, and it wasn't just about fighting. It was about loyalty, honor, discipline, and even compassion. That part really surprised me. Compassion. You wouldn't expect warriors to be known for kindness, but Bushido encouraged them to respect others, even their enemies, in certain situations. One of my favorite things about samurai culture is the katana, the Japanese sword. There's just something magical about it. I've read that a katana isn't just a weapon. It's considered the soul of the samurai. The craftsmanship behind it is insane. I mean, think about it. Swordsmiths would spend weeks, sometimes months, folding and hammering the steel over and over again to make a blade that was both razor-sharp and incredibly strong. Every time I watch a video of a sword being made, I'm in awe. It's like art and engineering perfectly combined. But honestly, what really inspires me about samurai isn't just the weapons or the armor. It's the discipline. These were people who trained every day, not just in martial arts, but also in things like poetry, calligraphy, and tea ceremony. It's almost like they believed that to be a true warrior, you also had to be a well-rounded human being. That balance between strength and refinement is something I wish I saw more of today. Sometimes I imagine what it would be like if I were a samurai. I probably wouldn't be very good at swinging a sword at first. I'd probably trip over my own feet. But the idea of living by a strong personal code really appeals to me. In modern life, it's so easy to just go with the flow and not think about your values. But the samurai had this constant reminder of who they were supposed to be and how they were supposed to act. I think that's powerful. I've even been trying to apply some of the Bushido principles to my own life here in the States. Like, I try to be more disciplined with my studies, to follow through on my commitments, and to treat people with respect, even if we don't get along. It's not easy, but it's made me feel more grounded. Someday I want to live in Japan and walk through the places where samurai once lived and trained. I want to visit old castles like Himeji and Matsumoto, see the samurai districts in Kanazawa, and maybe even try on authentic armor just to feel the weight of history. Literally. I can already imagine standing in a quiet Japanese garden, wearing armor, holding a katana, and thinking about all the warriors who came before me. And maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll meet people in Japan who still keep the spirit of the samurai alive. Not by fighting, but by living with honor, discipline, and respect. Because I think that's the real legacy of the samurai.
So, what do you think? Did you learn something new about the samurai? I'll be covering all kinds of topics in future episodes, so stick around and keep listening. See you next time.